So is the future finally here or what? Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things we know about the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
I knew we would be perfect together.
Number 10, backwards compatibility. The question of backwards compatibility remains a big one. While the PS4 was enormously successful, most people bemoan its lack of proper backwards compatibility, relying instead on an expensive and unpredictable streaming service. PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan has hinted strongly about the PS5 having PS4 backwards compatibility. There are also rumors that it'll support older PlayStation iterations, but so far, there's no confirmation. Those going with the Xbox this generation have nothing to fear. Phil Spencer has confirmed that the Xbox Series X will be backwards compatible with the original Xbox, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. So now, you can finally play that game from 2004 that's been in your backlog for 16 years. Number 9, still using discs.
And for God's sakes, don't shoot him yet.
Not want to hurry then.
You may have thought we'd be leaving physical discs behind as we venture deeper into the age of streaming and digital downloads, but it looks like they'll be around for at least one more generation cycle.
What are you working on? Oh, just a side project?
It has been confirmed that both PS5 and Xbox Series X will be employing Ultra HD Blu-ray disc support, which can currently hold 66 gigabytes or 100 gigabytes. That said, you can certainly still download if that's more your thing. But fear not those of you who like a physical collection, because discs aren't going anywhere.
Man, does he ever stop inventing?
Number 8, configurable installation on PS5.
We can't stay here. That's the way out. But we won't make it under fire.
One of the biggest pains of modern gaming is the laborious installation process. Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, you're psyched as hell to play it, and then you have to wait hours till the massive thing installs, even with a physical copy.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and they'll blow themselves up.
Luckily, that problem is being addressed for PS5 through a configurable installation. What this means is that players will be able to install the parts of the game they want and/or delete certain sections of the game without installing or deleting the entire file. For example, you can choose to download just the multiplayer component without worrying about the campaign or vice versa.
Must have known you from last time.
Throw me out a window didn't do it for you?
Number 7, SSD storage. It's confirmed that both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X will employ SSD storage over traditional hard drives. SSD will result in significantly faster loading times, as an SSD can read and write at speeds up to 500 megabytes compared to a traditional hard drive at 160 megabytes.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long.
Sony's Mark Cerny claims that SSD is, quote, the key to the next generation, and that the PS5's SSD has, quote, a raw bandwidth higher than any SSD available for PCs. To demonstrate his point, Cerny played Spider-Man on a PS4 Pro and an SSD-equipped dev kit device. The PS4 Pro version loaded in 8 seconds. The dev kit? 0.8 seconds. Hold on to your butts, people.
Thanks, Spider Guy.
It's Spider-Man.
Number 6, 4K 60 FPS support. Yes!
There's a volcano near Kings Bay, which means we need to get a move on.
As we venture into the Roaring 20s 2.0, 4K should become even more mainstream. Streaming services like Netflix and Amazon are offering 4K content, 4K TVs are getting cheaper by the day, and the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X already support 4K resolutions, though they do struggle to hit 60 FPS.
We're leveraging high bandwidth GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
Well, it looks like the next gen will take care of all of those issues. PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan has stated his aim to bring 120Hz 4K 60 FPS gaming to the PS5, and Phil Spencer has also claimed that the Xbox Series X is aiming to support native 4K at 60 FPS. Both have even spouted claims of basic 8K support, but we should really pump the brakes on that for now. Let's focus on getting true 4K first.
Now we can take all of that power and apply it back into the scene, so we can actually generate more life in that world and bring it to the gamer in a seamless way.
Number 5. Ray tracing.
Not only that, but thanks to DLSS, I've been running at 4K with maximum settings including RTX at a pretty solid 60 FPS.
It's been confirmed that both the PS5 and Xbox Series X will have real-time ray tracing. And you may be asking, what exactly is this ray tracing? Well, in simple terms, it's a technique that allows for lifelike distorted reflections on glossy surfaces. Because the procedure requires intense power to render, such a procedure is not as widely adopted, and it isn't possible on current-gen consoles.
And the sun finally doesn't work like flipping a light switch. When it's dark, but when it's twilight, that time between day and night, you gradually lose light.
Nevertheless, some PC games do have ray tracing tech, including Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Metro Exodus, and the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077. Expect to see a ton more in the not-so-distant future.
The dynamic weather system is gorgeous, and there's a tangibility to the world that gives genuine immersion, but RTX brings it to the next level.
Number 4. Price?
We will make PlayStation 3 available via a two-configuration plan. One with a 60GB hard drive disk, and the other with a 20GB hard drive.
Perhaps the biggest question on everyone's minds are the prices. Because let's face it, all this fancy tech can't come cheap. Will we be facing another PS3 fiasco? The 60GB PS3 infamously launched for $600, and I remember because I begged my dad to get it for me, but he didn't. And it nearly killed the PlayStation brand as we know it.
The 60GB PlayStation 3 for $599 US, $659 Canadian.
Unfortunately, we still have no word on pricing from either company. And there are other factors worth considering, namely inflation, rising manufacturing costs, and the trade war between the US and China, of which Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo jointly expressed concerns. Historically though, both Sony and Microsoft have sold their launch consoles at a loss in favor of recouping value from exclusive game sales. So it's likely that they'll still stay under the $600 mark.
We will sell the 20GB PlayStation 3 for €499 and the 60GB PlayStation 3 for €599, including VAT.
Number 3. The Xbox Series X might be more powerful.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Like, never seen before.
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
If the rumors and leaks are to be believed, the Xbox Series X will be more powerful than the PS5. Digital Foundry released some leaked data through Eurogamer claiming that the Xbox Series X will have the power of a high-end PC, and they also suggested that the Xbox will be 1.3 times as powerful as the PS5.
This isn't just a console launch, this is about the future of gaming.
This corroborates what Phil Spencer meant by the Xbox setting the benchmark for console gaming. Yeah, that's probably just PR speak, but you never know, there might be some truth to it. That being said, a more powerful GPU doesn't guarantee success. Consoles are sold largely on price and enticing exclusives, not their GPUs being slightly more powerful than their competitors.
We lost. Lost everything. There's nothing left for us here.
Number 2. Xbox is not focused on VR. The late 2010s promised a surge in virtual reality gaming. 2016 saw the commercial release of the Oculus Rift, the HTC Vive, and the PlayStation VR. Unfortunately for some, virtual reality technology just doesn't seem to be there yet, and the headsets so far haven't been able to breach their niche market. Phil Spencer realizes this, and as such, the Xbox Series X will not feature virtual reality capabilities. Spencer has numerous issues with VR, including its imposed isolation, imperfect video games, and lack of substantial sales. He claims that, quote, nobody is asking for VR from the Series X. For PlayStation though, Mark Cerny has confirmed that the current PSVR headsets will be compatible with the PS5, though there's no talks about a new headset just yet.
Easy.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. November release dates.
You know, don't rush. Make sure that you're safe.
Oh, I will. Always do.
perhaps the biggest question, aside from the price, is just when these things are coming out. Both consoles have been confirmed for holiday 2020, so that narrows it down to the usual October-November release window. We can probably narrow it down to November, as the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One all launched in November. But can we get even more direct? Allegedly. According to some 4chan and Twitter leaks, we could expect the PS5 on November 20th and the Xbox Series X on November 22nd. This is more than a little questionable, seeing as how November 22nd is a Sunday. But it would line up to a pre-Black Friday release, which is November 27th in 2020. So who knows?
Can you say see you? See you. Good, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.